Sooner Scoop HD.
Basically, week 2 of college football for you. Coming in early, you're still a guy who should be getting ready for prom right now. But how do you feel that you've gotten up to speed and been able to adjust so far?
Yeah, I feel good so far. Just learning everything I can right now from all the other quarterbacks in the room. And, obviously being in college, the pace of the play is different. So just getting used to that now and, getting used to the whole playbook and how it plays out on the field has been really helpful so far.
How about what's the biggest thing that you learned from that you didn't know going into practice one that after 5 practices you know?
How intense the practices are. In high school, we never did too much of offense versus defense, and I feel like here that's like all we do. Like it's just straight competition 24/7, and I like that a lot. It's only gonna make me better going against the 2s and the 3s defenses, and yeah, it's been really good so far.
The speed and tempo of the practice. How different is that from what you're used to?
Yeah, the tempo is not much different just because we ran a tempo offense in high school, but I would say the practices are longer here for sure and a lot more intense.
You and Dylan go back a ways. Obviously, you've known him, but getting the chance to really get down the trenches with him and see the way that he operates on the practice field, what stands out about him so far?
Just how calm and poised he is in the pocket. Doesn't get flustered too much. Very, very good in the pocket and just kind of getting through his reads. And if a read isn't there, he's gonna get down to his back and just kind of working through the plays and just keeping the ball away from the defense. Essentially, just preventing turnovers at all costs.
How helpful has he been just getting adjusted to being on campus and going to practices?
Yeah, really helpful. Learning this offense isn't easy at all, and having somebody like Dylan and the rest of the quarterbacks in the room, Davis in general, just being able to ask them the question when we're in meetings, something I don't quite understand, has been really helpful so far.
What's your relationship been like with Coach Levy now that you're actually on the practice field with him?
Nothing has changed. Still the same person that recruited me a year, 2 years ago, even when he was at Ole Miss. Great guy, great coach, and he just wants me to be my best out in this football field.
What have you enjoyed about college life outside the football field?
I like the freedom. You don't have my parents around me all the time, controlling what I do. So.
But is there some self-discipline with that too? Because it's going to class, it's study sessions, it's a little bit of everything. How much do you grow as a college student with self-discipline?
Of course. I was never irresponsible when I was in high school, so it's not that much of a transition for me. But just being able to do what I want with making sure I get all my work done during the day has been a priority for me.
How much of a benefit is it to get here early and be implemented into the offense, a semester early?
I never realized how much of a benefit it truly was until like a month in. I thought that if I came this summer, I could learn this offense pretty quick, get used to it, and learn how to essentially play this offense in the fall pretty quick. And that's wrong. I'm going to need this whole spring to get used to the offense and just to get used to learning Coach Levy's offense.
You mentioned on Newcomer Day that terminology and things, and how it's going to be difficult once you started firing bullets out here. Have you been able to pick it up maybe better than you thought, or have you been right on target about that?
I've been pretty good with it. Just taking it day at a time, getting better each and every day. It's not easy learning this offense. It's not easy going out and playing in this offense. So just taking it a day at a time.
What's it been like building a rapport with the receivers?
What'd you say?
Building a rapport with the receivers. What's that been like?
It's been good. Obviously, a whole new receiving corps from high school, so I have to get used to speed, timing, anticipation, all of the above with these receivers, and it's been going really good so far.
Obviously still a few weeks away, but what's the excitement level for the spring game? Chance to get out here on the big field and play in front of OU fans for the first time.
Yeah, really excited. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to play college ball, and being able to come up this spring and go through somewhat of a game, essentially, is going to be really cool, and I'm really excited for it.
You got the playbook before you got here, but and studied what you could. But being here, how much different is that?
A lot different, because if I had the playbook at my house, after I signed, they're allowed to send us the playbook. So just going through it at my house, not a lot of things I understood, but being able to come up here and talk to the coaches and the play and Dylan in the whole quarterback room too, and just going through some stuff, it clears up a lot of pictures for me and just helps me read out the plays.
How much you like to bounce stuff off of the other quarterbacks?
A lot. It helps a lot too. After sets of team or whatnot, I'll go up to the quarterbacks, walk me through what I do good, what I do wrong, what I need to improve on, and it's super helpful having people, there to have your back essentially.
Has there been anything surprisingly easy?
No, honestly not. Maybe school. Class hasn't been too hard, but on the football field, absolutely not. Everything, everything's earned. You got to work super hard out here, and yeah, have to be able to work super hard.
A lot of attention on you when you came to campus 2 months later. That attention and expectations are still there. Has anything changed in your mindset, or do you have to attack those expectations differently, or how do you go? Too high, too low?
Absolutely not. Just my expectation coming into here was to become a better football player overall, and come to the spring and learn the playbook, and not only being a better football player, but a better student too. Coming to college and transitioning into that life. And I think I'm doing pretty good so far.
You mentioned transitioning to college life. So how much does it help having Peyton here around with you as well?
It helps. It's nice to have a familiar face that in case maybe you get homesick or something like that. It's nice just having a friend in your dorm, essentially, that you've known before.
Is it pretty crazy being, obviously you commit here, but actually being here with him together, practicing, is that kind of been surreal for you at times?
It is. I think I take it for granted sometimes. A year ago, I honestly, I was recruiting Peyton, but I never thought it would actually happen. And just for it now, I think I might take it for granted sometimes. He's not in the dorm right now, and I'm kind of just missing him right now. It sucks being alone in the dorm and not having a friend, but yeah.
You still ribbing from time to time about giving y'all that roller coaster on signing day?
Yeah.
Speaking of Peyton, I know he's going through some stuff right now. And just how tough is it, and how much are you there as a friend and as a teammate for everything going on with his family?
Yeah, I don't want to speak for Peyton and his family right now, but just for my role, I know I have to be there for him at all times. It's an extreme tragedy and loss in the family, and just me as a person, love my boy. I've got to be there for him.
Sooner Scoop HD.